Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Today is Tuesday and it's time for Rolex again. This is a really nice looking watch, guys. This is time for a Daytona. This is one of the best watches. Well, I would say one of the best models from Rolex. I mean, of course, the Daytona. This is actually a watch that was discontinued. I think it was released in 2008, 2010, around that. So if I'm wrong, please let us know on the comments. I was trying to do a little bit more research, but I didn't really find a lot of information about this piece. But this is time for the Rolex Daytona 18 karat gold with the blue racing dial. This is a really cool looking dial. It's actually blue with red. Two of my favorite colors. I think it's really nice, have a beautiful contrast. And it's actually a very hot piece in the market. So we're going to talk a little bit more about it in a minute. So if you want to be on top for the, on every model to be released from different brands, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, give us a like, tell me what you think about the piece. It's free and it's going to help this channel a lot. So it's time to take a look at this beautiful Rolex Daytona. Okay, my friends, so now it's time to take this beautiful watch out of the box. And first of all, I would like to say I apologize. I really apologize for the lighting. I record this watch. I mean, this is actually one of my friends' watches and they lent me this watch. So I want to say thank you very much for letting me record this beautiful piece. And of course, the lighting was different. I was in a very different place. And of course, I used a newer box from Rolex, so we can all take a look at this beautiful watch and do the the unboxing that I always do. So if you really want to first I would like to say, my friends, I apologize if I'm not going to be able to help you with Rolex. Only if you're from the Rio Grande Valley, you might be able to contact me, tell me what are you looking for, tell me what are your watch needs. So probably I will be able to help you with Rolex, because at this point I cannot promise anything. But of course I can help you with other brands such as Hublot, Cartier, Bvlgari, Gucci, Heuer, Mont, Blanc. I have diamonds, jewelry, and many more stuff. So please tell me what are you looking for. Contact me on the links below and see if I might be able to help you, right? And of course, I mean, let's start talking a little bit more about this beautiful Daytona, my friends. The best thing I really like about this watch is the dial. You guys can see it's blue with red. It's a really nice looking piece, and we're not going to go too deep into the specifications because we have made a lot of reviews from other Daytonas and they're practically the same. But at this point, if I'm not mistaken, this particular model had the older version of the mechanisms before they made a new one for 70-hour power reserve. So this is a 18 karat gold, 40 millimeters. Of course, it's an automatic movement, Swiss made sapphire crystal and all that stuff that we already know. The most important thing about this beautiful watch is the price. When it was released, it should be around $33,000, $35,000. That was the sticker price back then. Nowadays, of course, you can find a Daytona for around maybe $38,000, $37,000 on the retail price. But this particular model, you can find it online for up to $40,000, $45,000, up to maybe $50,000. So this is also a crazy thing that is going on the market. We have never seen this before. But of course, we all know this crazy times. We don't know what's going to happen eventually in the future. So hopefully all this, I mean, to be honest, I don't even know if I would like to say, and I hope that all this weight comes down, because we don't know what's going to happen, especially for the people who own these watches. And I would like to say, especially the people who bought all the watches over a sticker price, those might be the people who be more on risk if the market slows down and all the prices start to come down again like they used to be maybe a year or two ago. But to be honest, my friends, I don't know if that's going to happen eventually with all this stuff going on, all the money being printed, coronavirus that never really went away. I mean, hopefully it goes away soon, but to be honest, I don't think so. It's been almost a year and a half and we're still going through all this crisis, and that's one of the main things that increase the boom of people spending and buying, and that's one of the main things that actually are influencing on the pieces of Rolex. That's why you cannot find Rolex in the showcase. That's why it's even super hard to find even a Datejust. That's one of the pieces that used to be on the showcase like no problem. Of course, nowadays that's not going to happen, and I don't think it's going to slow down, at least in the future, and at least if we continue to go to do it through this crisis. So let's see what's going to happen. One of the things that I would like to say, my friends, and I would like to know, please tell me what you think about this watch. I really think it's really nice. Like I say, 40 millimeters in a watch, to me, I think it's perfect size. Especially this model, it's a Daytona. All Daytonas are very rare pieces to find, and especially this watch that was discontinued a few years ago. I think it became hotter, of course, after this watch was actually discontinued. I think this is one of the versions, the old version, for the new one, that it's actually all in white gold with the blue dial. I think this is one of the older versions, because of course you cannot find this watch new in yellow gold with the blue dial. So I think it's a really nice looking watch. I think it's a beautiful piece, but I don't know what's going to happen in the future, and I just wanted to give you guys a closer look to this beautiful piece, because I know might be people out there that are trying to buy this watch right now in 2021. These are collector's piece, and I think it's a beautiful piece. If you really want it in your collection, the only way to find it, sadly these times, will be only through the gray market. So you might be looking for a price around $40,000, $45,000. That's what you end up going to pay for this particular watch. One of my friends, he's a really watch crazy guy. He's Rolex, and he loves Rolex, and he ended up buying this piece, of course, over retail price, because nowadays you cannot find it. Hopefully I will be able to help him, like in future models, but at this point I couldn't really do anything, so he just has to go for it, right? So that's one of my recommendations. If you're really looking to buy a watch that you cannot find it anymore on retail price, maybe that's one of the only things that you might be able to do. Okay, if you want to buy it as a watch and put it on your collection, and the only way to find it is on the gray market, well, I mean, I will not like to say that it's fine, but I mean, that's the only option you have. If you can find a watch new just at retail price, that would be 100% my recommendation. You should wait a little bit. Don't be desperate. Rolex at this point is only patience. So you can always contact your local dealer, tell them what are you looking for, so hopefully they will be able to help you, especially with a Datejust. Of course, if you go more deep into sport watches, that might be a very different story. But please let us know what you think about this particular model. Tell me if you like this piece or not, and tell me what's one of the best things do you like about this watch. Do you like that it's in gold, or would you like to see this piece maybe in stainless steel? I think that would be really nice, but I don't think Rolex is going to release the same dial in a more cheaper option. But we have seen that on the past when they did it on the GMT Pepsi, that they released it in white gold and then they released the same model in stainless steel. Of course, I mean, that would be really nice to see in a way for this particular model, because I would really like to see it on the market again. So I think that's pretty much all I have to talk about this model. Tell me what you think, tell me if you like it or not, and of course give us a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just like I always say, thank you very much, and see you next time.